The storm on planet Virelia wasn't like storms on Earth. The sky didn't flash with normal lightning. It cracked with blue fire, splitting clouds apart like they were thin paper. Ethan Ward had seen dozens of strange planets during his work as a repair technician for Outer Rim colonies, but this storm felt alive, like it was searching for something. He tightened the straps of his protective suit and checked his scanner again. His voice shook slightly as he whispered to himself, "Okay, Ethan, just repair the comm tower and get out." The mission should have taken 1 hour, but then the scanner beeped again, 3 short, sharp pulses. Life form detected. Ethan frowned. This area was supposed to be empty. No humans, no animals, no alien species, nothing. The scanner beeped again. Life form unstable. Ethan hesitated, looked up at the lightning, then back at the direction of the signal. He shouldn't go. He knew it, but he also knew this. He couldn't leave someone to die out here. With a deep breath, he followed the signal through heavy rain and glowing blue fog. The ground trembled under him every few seconds, like something huge moved underground. After 10 minutes of walking, he finally saw it. A crash site. A small alien transport pod lay broken between 2 cracked boulders. Smoke rose from its engine. Sparks flickered across its hull. Ethan rushed forward, heart pounding. "Hello? Anyone alive?" He pushed open the twisted metal door. Inside, curled up in a corner, was a young alien woman, injured, shivering, and barely conscious. Her glowing markings flickered weakly across her skin like fading fireflies. Her protective gear, thin, silver armor, was cracked badly, and underneath it, he could see bruises spreading fast, glowing in a soft purple hue. Ethan knelt beside her carefully. Hey, can you hear me?" Her eyes opened slowly, glowing, bright, and filled with fear. She whispered with a weak, trembling voice, Please, don't leave." Ethan swallowed hard and gently checked her pulse. "You're alive. Good. Stay with me. Okay." Her breath shook as she tried to speak. I thought I would die here alone." Ethan offered his hand. "You're not alone now." She looked at his hand long and hard before placing haze in it. Her fingers were cold, too cold. "What's your name?" Ethan asked softly. She blinked slowly. "Reela." Her voice cracked again. "My core, it hurts. It's unstable." Ethan didn't fully understand alien biology, but he knew enough. If an alien core became unstable, it could kill them from the inside. He pulled out a small medical reader and scanned her chest area. The device flashed red immediately. Core fracture detected. Ethan felt panic rising inside him. "How do I help you?" Reela tried to sit up, but screamed in pain. Her armor was pinching into her skin. "Your suit is damaged," Ethan said. "It's cutting into you. I have to remove it." But she shook her head violently. No, please, don't. It's dangerous." "What? Why?" Reela gasped for air. "My people, we don't remove armor around strangers. It's sacred, forbidden." Ethan looked around at the burning crash site, the lightning, the smoke. He spoke firmly, voice calm but strong. "If I don't remove it, you'll die." Reela stared at him, eyes full of pain and fear. Thunder cracked overhead. The pod shook. Her breathing grew shallow. Her core glow dimmed. She whispered desperately, "Then take off your gear first." Ethan froze. "What?" Reela grabbed his wrist weakly. "If you remove your protective gear, then I can trust you. I can let you take off mine. It is our custom. A sign of peace. A sign of no harm." Ethan blinked, shocked. That's your tradition." She nodded slowly. If a stranger removes their armor first, it means they accept danger. It means they come with respect. Lightning boomed above them. Her core glow flickered rapidly, unstable, sinking, breaking. "Please," Reela whispered. Her voice shook like glass about to break. "I am helpless. I can't survive alone, and I can't trust you unless your gear is off. I must repay the debt the right way." Ethan didn't fully understand alien customs, but he understood this. She trusted him enough to ask. and she needed him. Without thinking further, he unclicked the seals on his protective suit. The front panel hissed open. Rain instantly hit his clothes. The air stung his skin. Reela's eyes widened in surprise. You actually did it. Ethan forced a smile. Now your turn. Let me help you. Her armor was cracked and tight around her ribs. Ethan gently unlatched the side piece. She screamed softly but didn't push him away. Sorry, he whispered. I'll be careful. Reela shook her head slowly. The pain is not from your hands. Her core glowed again, weak light pulsing like a dying star. Ethan carefully removed the final piece of armor. Reela gasped for air, finally able to breathe without pressure. She leaned into Ethan's arms, too weak to hold herself up. Her voice was tiny. You saved me. He supported her weight gently. Don't thank me yet. We have to get you somewhere safe. You can't stay here. Reela shook her head weakly. Hunters will come. They will sense my broken core. They will take me. Ethan felt cold fear crawl up his spine. Hunters? As in. She nodded. They kill broken cores for protection of the tribe. Ethan gritted his teeth. Not today. I'm getting you out. Reela looked up at him, eyes glowing faintly, trust forming slowly. You risk your life for someone you just met? Ethan met her gaze and said softly, I'm human. We don't leave people behind. She blinked, shocked by the words, touched by them. He lifted her carefully into his arms. Her head rested against his shoulder, her breathing soft and weak. She whispered, You remove your gear for me. I will repay this debt. My people say a life saved must be honored. Reela, this isn't about debts. It is for us, she whispered. Suddenly, a loud mechanical roar echoed across the valley. Ethan looked over his shoulder, and his blood turned cold. 3 large shadows moved through the storm. Armored, tall, glowing red. Hunters. Reela's body tense in fear. They found me, she whispered. Ethan, please, hurry. He held her tighter. I won't let them take you. He ran into the storm, carrying the helpless alien woman who trusted him more than anyone she had ever met. Lightning flashed. The ground shook. Hunters roared behind them. And the night had only just begun. Ethan ran through the storm as fast as he could, each step sinking into wet ground. Rain hit him like stones. Blue lightning tore across the sky, loud enough to shake his bones. But none of that scared him. What scared him was a woman in his arms. Reela's breathing was too shallow. Her core light was flickering far too fast. Every time thunder cracked, she flinched in pain. Every time the ground trembled, her pulse spiked hard enough for him to feel it against his chest. She pressed her forehead into his shoulder. Ethan, I can't breathe. You will, Ethan said, tightening his grip. You're staying alive. I'm not letting go. Behind them, the hunters roared again, loud, metallic voices that echoed through the valley. Broken core detected. Target must be neutralized. Tracking human signature. Ethan's heart almost stopped. They are tracking me now, too. Reela swallowed weakly. Hunters, detect anyone who protects a broken core. You are now marked with me. Fantastic, Ethan muttered, breathless. First day on this planet, and I already have death robots chasing me. Reela tried to smile through the pain. A tiny flicker. You humans make strange jokes even when dying. I'm not dying, he said firmly, and neither are you. Lightning struck a tree nearby, exploding it in blue sparks. Ethan staggered but didn't fall. He held Reela closer, shielding her with his body. Everything in him screamed to run faster. But the terrain was rough. Jagged rocks, slopes of shifting mud, glowing vines that wrapped around Ethan's legs as he stepped through. He began searching for shelter, anything to hide from the hunters. The storm was too open, too loud, too bright. Hunters would see them in seconds if they got close. He spotted a small rocky overhang up ahead, a dark opening, a cave. Reela, hold on, Ethan whispered. Almost there. She clutched his shirt weakly. Ethan, my core, it's breaking. He looked down. Her chest markings, normally soft and flowing, were now glowing in sharp, frantic patterns. The glow pulsed violently, like it was fighting itself. Ethan ran harder. The cave entrance was close now, maybe 20 meters. But then, a hunter dropped down from a ledge above, landing in front of the cave. Heavy, tall, red armor glowing with deadly energy. Ethan skidded to a stop. Unstable core detected. The hunter boomed. Surrender the target. Reela's fingernails dug into Ethan's shoulder. No. Ethan, run. Ethan took a breath. His legs shook. His suit was half off, soaked through, but he planted his feet. No, he said. The hunter tilted its helmeted head. Human, you cannot protect her. I can try. You will die. I still won't let you take her. Reela looked up at him, shocked, eyes glowing with disbelief and emotion. Ethan, why? He didn't answer her. His eyes stayed locked on the hunter. The hunter raised a heavy metal arm. Stand down. It took a step forward. Ethan took a step back, not running, just shifting Reela safely behind him. The hunter aimed its weapon. Reela grabbed Ethan's arm desperately. No, you will be killed. Please, Ethan, please. Her core pulsed again, painful, unstable. The hunter fired a red energy beam. Ethan dove sideways, rolling behind a boulder and shielding Reela with his own body. The beam hit the ground, exploding dirt and stone into the air. Ethan coughed, pulling Reela close. We need a plan. Reela whimpered softly. I'm too weak. My core is collapsing. I'm so sorry. Ethan touched her cheek gently. Don't say sorry. You did nothing wrong. Her eyes softened. You removed your gear, and now you protect me even when I bring danger. Reela, Ethan whispered, you're not the danger. They are. Another roar echoed. The hunter jumped around the boulder, fast, brutal, massive. Ethan grabbed Reela's hand. Reela, he said urgently, listen to me. You said your core react to trust, right? She nodded weakly. Yes, our core sense intent, fear, emotions. Then trust me with everything. Reela blinked. Ethan, I already do. Something changed in that moment. Her core flickered. Not violently, not painfully, but softly, warm, safe. Ethan moved. He stood up, shielding her fully. The hunter swung a massive metal arm. Ethan blocked with his forearm, not because he was strong, but because something inside Reela reacted. A light, a soft glow. It wrapped around Ethan's arm like faint blue mist. The hunter's strike pushed him back but didn't break him. He gritted his teeth. Reela, your core, what's it doing? Her eyes widened. It's stabilizing through you. You're sinking with me. The hunter tried again. Ethan dodged left, barely. His legs slipped on mud. He fell to one knee. The hunter aimed at Reela now. She screamed, and no. Her core burst with a shockwave. Ethan felt warmth hit his back. The hunter staggered. Ethan seized a moment and ran straight at the hunter, shoulder first. He wasn't strong. He wasn't fast. But the core shockwave disoriented the hunter long enough for Ethan to push it aside. It crashed into the cliff wall. Ethan grabbed Reela again. Now! Cave! He sprinted with everything left in him. The cave was only seconds away. But the hunter was rising again. Ethan dove inside the cave opening and slid across wet stone, Reela in his arms. He turned and pushed a large rock piece into the entrance. Not enough to close it, but enough to delay the hunter. Reela leaned against him, trembling hard. Her voice was tiny. Ethan, you fought a hunter, for me. He caught his breath. We're not safe yet. Shadows rippled deeper inside the cave. It stretched far back, dark, narrow, twisting. Lightning flashed outside. The storm raged louder. The hunter slammed into the rock Ethan pushed, roaring in anger. Reela covered her ears. Ethan, they'll break through. No, Ethan whispered, lifting her gently. We go deeper. Come on. He carried her again, her arms around his neck, her core pressing weakly against his chest, her breath soft against his ear. The deeper they went, The quieter the storm became. Water dripped from the ceiling. Strange glowing fungi lit the cave walls with faint green light. Rila pressed a hand to her chest. Ethan, my core, it's growing colder. Cold is good, Ethan said. Cold means it's not exploding. No, Rila whispered. Cold means it's dying. Ethan froze. He set her down carefully on a flat rock. How do I stabilize you? Tell me. Rila breathed shakily. My people, my clan. When a core fractures, another must share their energy field. Ethan leaned closer. How? Rila locked eyes with him. Her voice was soft, fragile, full of fear. You already began it. When you removed your gear, when you protected me, your presence calms a core. She reached up, placing her glowing hand over his chest. You must stay close, as close as possible. Skin to core. Ethan swallowed hard. It's safe. No harm. No improper meaning. It's only energy, connection, stability. He nodded. Then tell me what to do. Rila took his hand gently, her fingers shaking. Place your hand over my core markings. I will guide the energy. Ethan placed his palm on the bright, glowing mark on her upper chest. Careful, respectful, gentle. Rila gasped softly, not in pain. In relief, a warm pulse traveled from her core into his hand. Ethan's chest tingled. Not unpleasant, but powerful. Rila's breathing slowed. Why, yes, that's it. Your energy, it's warm. Ethan watched the glow on her skin soften. You're stabilizing, he whispered. Rila nodded weakly. Ethan, you're saving me. But then, a massive crash shook the cave. The hunter had broken through the entrance. The cave shook so violently that dust rained down like sand. Ethan planted his feet hard on the uneven stone as the hunter's massive body pushed through the narrow entrance. Its red visor glowed like burning coals, scanning the darkness until it locked directly onto Ethan. Unstable core. Human interfering. Termination required. Rila whimpered behind him, gripping the back of his torn shirt with weak trembling fingers. Ethan, please, don't leave. I'm not leaving, he said without looking back. He squeezed her hand gently, one silent signal. She squeezed back. The hunter stepped forward, each footfall shaking the ground. Ethan raised his arms, ready to shield Rila again, even if it cost him every bone in his body. But Rila whispered urgently, Ethan, hold my core, again. He didn't hesitate. He knelt beside her and pressed his palm firmly to the glowing marking on her chest, careful, respectful, focused. Rila gasped as her core energy flared, and then steadied into a soft, healthy glow that filled the cave with faint blue light. Warmth flowed from her body into his hand and up his arm. Ethan whispered, I'm with you. I'm not letting your core fail. Her eyes softened, glowing faintly. You are not like any human I've ever heard about. Before he could answer, the hunter charged. Ethan reacted instantly. He turned, still holding Rila's hand, and positioned himself between her and the hunter's deadly metal claws. The hunter swung its arm. Ethan braced. But something impossible happened. A shimmering blue shield formed between them. Not metal, not technology. Energy, core energy, Rila's energy, flowing through Ethan. The hunter's claws hit the shield and bounced back, sparks flying. Ethan's eyes widened. What was that? Rila's voice trembled behind him. You channeled my core through yourself. How? Because, she whispered, you accepted the bond when you removed your gear, when you saved me, when you touched my core with no fear. Ethan had no idea what bond meant in their culture, but he knew one thing. He and Rila were connected now, and that connection was the only reason they were still alive. The hunter roared and slammed a fist toward them again. Ethan didn't move. He felt Rila's hand tighten in his. Her core pulsed. Once, twice, 3 times. The blue shield grew larger. The hunter crashed into it, and the entire cave shook again. The shield held. Barely. Ethan's arm vibrated from the impact. Rila cried out, pain shooting through a fragile core. Ethan, please, don't let go. Never. The hunter backed up, analyzing. Then its cold metallic voice echoed. Bond detected. Illegal. Both subjects must be terminated. Rila flinched, horrified. Ethan shouted back, "Over my dead body." The hunter lunged again, faster this time. Ethan had only 1 second to react. He pulled Rila close, shielding her fully. Her core flared bright like a small star. The blue shield erupted outward. Boom! The shockwave blasted the hunter across the cave. Its armor cracked against the far wall, but Rila gasped sharply and collapsed to her knees. "Rila!" Ethan dropped beside her. She clutched her chest, glowing markings flickering violently. "My core, it's too weak. I cannot channel again without breaking." Ethan placed both hands gently on her shoulders. "What do I do? Tell me how to save you." Rila looked up slowly, tears glowing faintly. "You already know." Her frail hand reached toward his chest, trembling. A complete bond can only happen if both life energies connect willingly. Ethan stayed still, eyes steady. "Tell me how." Rila swallowed. "Our cores must sync completely. Your human field and my core must touch directly. Not physically, but emotionally. You must want to protect me, not out of duty, but out of choice." Ethan cupped her cheek gently. "Rila," he whispered, "saving you isn't duty. It's my choice." Her breath caught. Her core glowed softly. "You mean it?" He nodded. "Yes." Another roar echoed across the cave, the hunter rising again. Rila recoiled in fear. "Ethan, my core is falling. My strength is gone." "Then take mine." Ethan pulled her close, one hand pressed over her core marking, the other holding her shaking fingers. Her head rested on his shoulder. Their breath synced. Their heartbeats aligned. Her core pulses slowed, then matched his rhythm. Blue light spread across both their bodies. Rila gasped, tears falling silently. "The bond, it's forming. Ethan, you're giving me energy." He held her tighter. "Take as much as you need." The hunter charged again, but this time, Ethan didn't shield her. Rila stood. Her legs were weak. Her body shook, but she stood. The cave filled with a powerful blue glow pulsing from her chest and spreading through her entire body. Her voice, soft and broken in part one, now echoed with strength. "Hunter, you will not touch him." The hunter roared and swung downward. Rila lifted her hand. Foom! A massive wave of energy blasted from her core, throwing the hunter backward so hard that its armor dented against the rock. Ethan stared in awe. "Rila!" She looked at him with glowing eyes full of life. "You gave me strength," she whispered. "You saved my core." The hunter crawled forward again, damaged but furious. Rila lifted her hand once more, but her energy flickered. Ethan stepped beside her and took her hand. The blue glow brightened instantly. The bond strengthened. Together, they raised their hands. Together, their energies fused. Together, they unleashed the strongest core blast yet. Boom! The shockwave tore through the cave, smashing the hunter into pieces. Silence followed. Long, heavy silence. Only the sound of dripping water and Rila's soft breathing remained. Ethan slumped to his knees. Rila collapsed with him, falling into his arms. She was exhausted but alive. "Ethan," she whispered softly, leaning against his chest. "You saved me, again." He wrapped his arms around her gently. "No," he said. "We saved each other." Rila's eyes glowed faintly. "You trusted me. You let me bond with you. You risked everything." She placed her hand on his chest again, feeling the slow, calm rhythm of his heartbeat. "My people say a life saved must be repaid fully." Ethan gave a soft smile. "I told you before. You don't owe me anything." Rila shook her head gently. "This bond is not about debt anymore." "Then what is it?" Rila rested her forehead against his. "It's choice, connection, the beginning of a shared fate." Ethan's breath stilled. Her words felt heavy, warm, meaningful. Rila looked into his eyes, glowing softly with renewed life. "Ethan, from this moment, you are my protector, my bonded, my anchor, and I—" She hesitated, voice trembling. "I am yours to protect, yours to trust, yours to walk beside. Ethan held her close. Then we face whatever comes next, together. Reela smiled for the first time, bright and full of hope. Yes, together. The cave entrance glowed faintly as storm clouds parted for the first time that night. Outside, danger still waited. More hunters, more unknown threats, more challenges. But inside that cave, a human and an alien woman shared a connection stronger than fear, stronger than custom, stronger than death itself. A connection that would shape their future and the fate of two entire worlds.